In this video, I'm going to show you a really quick hack of how you can improve your results from the Instagram placement. So when you run ads on Meta, usually there's a certain percentage of your spend that's allocated on the Instagram platform. So if you go into your campaign and you click breakdown and you go down to platform, you will be able to see where your money is going. As you can see in this case, we are almost equally spread between Facebook and Instagram, but there's a little bit more spend on Instagram in this case. So that means that we should definitely be focused on what's going on Instagram, because a lot of times when people see your ads on Instagram, they don't necessarily want to click onto your website immediately. So they don't necessarily click the call to action button right away. What often happens is that people click onto your Instagram profile to do more research there. So they want to use your Instagram profile as the place to get more information about your product and really understand if this is actually something they're interested in. And even if they're interested, they try to understand if you are a trustworthy business that they're willing to buy from. So just to show you what I mean here, I'm going to click on one of my clients' current best performing ads, and we're going to go on to the Instagram post with comments to see how it looks on the feed. So as you can see here, people will see this video, but then they will usually actually click on your profile right here instead of the actual call to action button in the ad. So this is not exactly how the ad will appear for people viewing it in platform. It will usually appear in between as they're scrolling through reels or going through some stories, but they will usually click on your profile page. And when they get in here, you need to treat this first impression of your profile as a landing page. So essentially you want to optimize the conversion rate between viewing your profile and going onto your website to actually make a purchase. So there's a few key things that you need to keep in mind here. Make sure you have a lot of active recent posts showing the benefits of your product and showing that there's stuff going on here. Maybe you have a current sale, maybe you just have a new launch recently. Make sure that you actually post this on your Instagram. A big mistake I see when I do a lot of audits is that people, they're not active enough on Instagram and they think they don't need to be active because you don't get a lot of organic reach on Instagram. But the thing is, when you're running ads, people will still click onto your profile. You can view this and look at the amount of viewers you have on your profile. Look at the statistics when you're increasing your spend. There's always more people coming onto your Instagram profile, and it's very important that you optimize it to get the optimal conversion rate between actually just viewing your profile and actually clicking onto your actual website where people can make an actual purchase. So a few key things to keep in mind. Make sure you have a clear call to action and a link into your website on the bio section of your profile. So as you can see here, our client has a link directly into the active sales that's going on for them. This is obviously a very great thing to have because people are interested in buying these products at a good discount and get a good deal. So that's why they have the link directly into the sales page to minimize the friction. So they don't have the homepage, they lead people directly to their sales page where they have active offers. Other than that, make sure you have a clear call to action in the bio itself. So give a quick sentence about your business, what your product is about, just so people can get some context. And then obviously, if you have an active offer, lead people to that offer. What you could put in your bio is click down below to see our current offers, or click down below to see our deals. That's one thing you can have, but obviously this depends on your business and what your call to action is. Now, a few other good things to have is make sure you have, highlights from your stories, from testimonials or reviews or customers that have been posting about your product and tagged you on Instagram. This is great because people, as I said, they do the research on your profile. So you need to build as much credibility as you can, and showing testimonials and happy customers and showing that there's activity and people are buying your products. That's just a great way to build that initial trust. And building a good first impression is everything when you're running ads, because especially when you're targeting, a cold audience, there's a lot of people there that never heard about your brand, never heard about your products before. And the first impression is the make or break for you. Either they're going to be interested or they're not. And then it's very hard to convince them otherwise. So make sure you have a really good first impression. And especially when you have a lot of spend on Instagram, make sure you optimize the profile. So have a few posts, at least a few posts of your product, have some videos, have some different, activity, show the face of the founders, of the people working in a business. And in addition to all this, make sure you have an active story. So as you can see here, our client right now, they're showing some behind the scenes, taking some product photos of their products. It's just a great way to actually showcase that there's stuff going on here and people can see who's working behind this logo, who's actually running this business. And that has a big impact on actually building that initial trust. So that was just a really quick tip of how you can improve the results for your Instagram ads. Now, another really great thing you can do is if you have been collaborating with an influencer or one ambassador and you have maybe a post on your profile that has more engagement than others and it's just a more interesting post, what you can actually do is pin that post to the top of your profile to make sure that that's one of the first things people see when they'll land on your Instagram profile. And if you have an influencer or an ambassador that's fairly known, that's also going to help build that initial trust and credibility for your brand when people land on your page. So that's just a great way of doing it. Make sure you pin your best posts and optimize your Instagram profile, because even though there's not a lot of organic reach right now, it's still very important if you want to maximize the results for your ads. So hopefully you found this video valuable. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like below. If you want to see more tips and strategies like this, let me know by leaving a comment below, and subscribe so you get notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.